Hello, this is Ian Callahan, and this is a brief technical and functional overview of the Laravel-based exhibition proposals application that I built for the curatorial staff at the Harvard Art Museums. So for login is where we'll start. You can log in or register if you haven't registered yet using your Basecamp account. You can also just use an email address and password. I prefer to use Basecamp, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's an OAuth 2 integration using Laravel Socialite. This is what your dashboard looks like once you're logged in. If you were a first-time user, you would not have a proposal already. You would need to create a proposal. To get one started, you just need to fill out a few simple fields: working title, curators, the division or divisions that the proposed exhibition belongs to. And once you do that, you will get something like this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this fake proposal that's already filled out. We've got a working title, curator, division, and now you'll see there are some extra buttons here. These lay out for you the steps and options that are part of the exhibition proposal submission process. Right now, the proposal is set at the step 1 stage. So the only thing that's available for editing is step 1. So we're going to take a quick look at that here. We're going to jump in. As you can see, we've got a panel on the left that provides navigation. And then on the right, we have a question and an open-ended response area. This is actually a Vue.js component. And so all of the logic for things like auto-saving, which you'll see is represented here by this icon, the word count, etc., is handled by the Vue.js component. We also have another option for navigating in addition to the panel over here with these previous and next buttons. Most of these questions are very similar. They take the form of a question and a response. Each question and response is actually set up in a very granular way. The database just has a table for questions and a table for responses. So it's very easy and flexible to add new questions and make adjustments without a lot of development work. So as I mentioned, most of these are pretty similar. A couple of the questions are a bit different. The images component, for example, uses an integration with the Harvard Art Museum's API, so you can actually search our collection. If you want to find a specific object, you could put it in an object number. You could also just search using generic search terms. And when you select a piece of art, it will show up here. The tombstone information will be automatically added as a caption, but you're free to edit this if you wish, and you can then save that image to your collection, or to your proposal rather. You can also, if for instance it's a lone object that's not in our API, you can just upload your own file and provide your own caption or description. You'll see that all of these are checked off. When you have a blank proposal, none of them are checked off. The check marks are added as responses are entered, so you can get a high-level overview of how much of the proposal you have completed. Another response type that's a bit different are all of these sort of short response quantitative fields. Each one of these is actually a separate Vue.js component. Again, it's designed to be very granular, both for the sake of ease of updating, but also just to make things like autosave work in a much cleaner way. So that is object counts. And then finally, the only other question here that's a little bit different is the statement of support. The component itself is actually very similar. It's the same question response pattern that we saw elsewhere, but there is this request statement of support button. And what that will allow you to do is enter your division head's email. Your division head will be emailed a PDF as an attachment of your report as it exists, along with these questions and a request to reply to these questions in the body of the email. They will need to respond to you, write back to you via email, and then you can paste their response in here, and then you'll be done with step 1 of the exhibition proposals process. So if this was a real submission, what we could do is click preview, and I'm just going to jump over here to a PDF that already exists of this. So we've got a nice PDF that's very readable. It has all of the questions and responses. Just take a quick look at that. Get down to the images. There they are. So once you hit submit, that PDF will be sent to the director's office for review, and they may provide feedback at that point, or they may actually go ahead and notify you and let you know that they have enabled step 2 of the process, at which point this view button will become an edit button. We can just go ahead and take a look. Right now everything's locked out because it's only in the view stage, but as you can see, step 2 is very similar to the first step. And that just about summarizes the exhibition proposals application.